It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. I am back from all the various real-world things I had to do today this Saturday, such as grocery shopping, going for a run. What else did we do? We went for a run, went to the bank, went to the corner market. Tomorrow is the big supermarket run. We'll do that first thing in the morning. In the meantime, going to be getting back to Telimar the Loremaster here in Lord of the Rings Online. Playing in the Laurelin server, for those of you who might want to join at some point in time. We stream here officially with my brother. We stream 2 hobbits that are in their early 20s every Monday and Thursday from 8 p.m. Central onwards. And apart from that, I'm playing a Loremaster woodworker character to craft for those 2, and then I also have a level 81 ranger on the Lindroval server, which I am playing through once or twice a week. First episode of him is going live Sunday? Tomorrow, I think, tomorrow evening. He is working on Rohan right now, so the Rohan quests. So stick around for all that good stuff. Ye shall be rewarded. And we'll go from there. All right, cup of coffee. Oh my goodness. There must be some sort of a role-playing event going on over here. That is a lot of people. Yeah, it's a live music event. So it's a band from the Brotherhood of the Wolf. Oh my god, I gotta clap! Well, that's cool. Goodness gracious, those are some loud fireworks. That was a nice way to log in. Like, I log in straight up to a big roleplay event and a band playing. Alright. Got a couple of quests we can do here. So we just got to Bree, and we have quite a bit of stuff we can do for Bree content. There's a lot of Bree content. We have different options. We were given some quests, breadcrumb trails to follow by the Barlim and Butterbur, by the owner of Prancing Pony. So we can follow those breadcrumbs around to find quests to work on. There's a lot of quests that you can do in this area, so... And you have options. I haven't decided yet if we're going to do Breeland quests or if we're going to ride back to Buckland and do Buckland quests. I feel like I'm not a hobbit, so I don't really need to do the Buckland quests. Although I've done those less frequently than I have the Bree land quests. So we'll see. How far away are the... Oh my goodness, it's all the way down here. I probably could have just ridden there. Normally. It's all good. I can use any wood that I come across. Particularly I'm after Ashwood, which is the next tier, so that's on the other side of Bree. Up here in the southern Bree Fields and Brandy Hills. Which is why we'll probably do the Bree land quests instead of Buckland quests, because it'll get me around Ashwood, since I need lots of Ashwood. Flax fiber I'm going to hold on to for my brother's character. I wonder if I could convince my wife to play Lord of the Rings online. She doesn't have classes right now. I think she's shaking her head no. We'll see. I might convince her. What am I looking for around here? It says... Speak with one of the housing brokers. Well, the waypoint shows me right there, but I'm willing to bet that I gotta ride down here. Looks that way.
Hello there.
I actually don't want a house here, but because I already have my hobbit hole. But it's nice to turn in for the quest XP. Alright, we're going to return to the Prancing Pony. Oh, everybody left, so that event must be over now. No, they didn't. They just took a minute to pop up on my screen. Goodness gracious, there's a ton of people there. And lag. Lots of lag. Alright, I am after level 18, specifically so that I can make that new staff, which not only has the stats that I want, but also happens to look really cool. So the mission now, we're going to go out here and we're going to work on quests in Breeland. And we're going to see if we can't get to level 18. I want the Ash. Is he going to attack me though? Not straight away, which is good. Ash, ash, ash. I need lots of ash. And I was told to report in to Chief Watcher Grumbar at his cottage by the road north of Breetown. I'm pretty sure he's right here. So we're going to start doing, yep, Chief Watcher Grumbar. We're going to do his quests for the moment. No time for tours.
What do you need?
I'm short of officers, newcomer. If you are here to aid me in my fight against the outlaws in the Bree Fields, I welcome you without reservation. My friend Lofar may have need of you as well. Thank you very much. Untrack that quest.
Might I take a moment of your time?
My job is to guard Bree. I don't have the men to waste patrolling the countryside, but of late I've had reports of brigands near and around the town, so I moved to this location to keep closer watch. I need someone to look into these rumors, and I've coin to spare for anyone willing to help. There have always been a few outlaws in the hills and dales north of town, but it seems that recently they've grown both numerous and bold. If you can find out what's going on, it would be appreciated. Careful though. Once, these outlaws would flee any armed man, but now they're more prone to attack without warning. The farm across the road seems to be overrun by brigands. You could start your investigations there. So we're supposed to find evidence of the brigands' loyalty.
Hear me out, traveller.
Hail, good fellow! I was wondering if you could help me with a bit of a problem. It seems that no sooner did I set my lace blade out to cool than someone stole it. I didn't see who made off with the sword, but I suspect it was one of those mansmiths working at Thorley's. Their craft is nothing like dwarf craft, and likely their jealousy of my workmanship moved one of them to steal my blade.
Alright, so track down his blade. I shall summon forth my bear. Probably have a point. Yep, I have a point to spend. Friendly little hobbit riding past. Oh, I forgot I can do the different frames. I like the Mordor frame. Alright. We'll be out of points soon. Oh, did I purchase the wrong one? I purchased the wrong one. I don't think I have enough points to unlock that one now. Nope. So it's the class trait. It's all good. But I can slot another of these, which I haven't earned any other ones yet. Tis not a problem. Find evidence of the brigand's loyalty. Wait, I see Ash. And Ash is more important to me than anything else right now. Quest updates are secondary to Ash. You know what? I forgot to turn that on, maybe, perhaps? UI settings. Toggle floating names. Yeah, I want my character's name on, like, all the time. Ooh, I found a strange medallion. turn that into the Watcher. I don't like that portrait. Adventure Seeker. I don't like that one either. VIP frame. Go for none for now. Until I've had a chance to look through them all.
What do you need?
Since when are outlaws able to afford such things as medallions? Even the constables don't have badges. And who is this sharky fellow anyway? That's very disturbing. Your find seemed to suggest an organization that we haven't seen before in these brigands.
Would you do something for me?
I have a spy among the brigands who may be helpful in divining the true nature of this sharky. I will send him a message instructing him, to come to a certain hill not far from here. Meet him there and ask him about Sharky and his plans. Okay. We could do that. Lots of ash everywhere. Tasty, tasty ash. Here's the brigand informer.
I don't know anything, I'm sure.
We must be quick. I think they suspect something. Wait, what's that sound? Look out! Here they come! I've been followed by Sharky's men. Please fight them off. And of course he goes and attacks the one that I missed. I hope these notes have prepared a helpful. I'd better get out of here. Tell Grimbar I'm done with this business for good. Since Sharky's men have come from the south and taken over, the local brigands have changed from being common thieves and robbers into something more like a small army. Dirty and ill-equipped though they are, by combining their numbers they may be stronger than any of the town guards. The Breeland Biggards of past times might have been crude and dirty outlaws, but they were still men of Bree for the most part, with relatives in the towns and farms of the region, so they weren't as inclined to heedless violence. But now, Sharky's men have changed everything. No dissent or squeamishness is permitted, and under their brutal fists, the brigands of the country have become far more dangerous. It seems that Sharky's men are gathering their forces for some important task, and I'm afraid they intend no simple thieving. It may be that they mean to take over all of Breeland. I know little of the men from the south. They are almost all ill-favored brutes, but they are well-armed and skilled fighters. They do not trust the native Breeland outlaws with their secrets, but they revere a leader they call Sharky. I am sure that Sharky is not yet in Breeland, but it may be that he will come soon. Where do these men come from, and where is Sharky now? I do not know this, for I have never traveled beyond Breeland, and I do not know the Southlands, but these men sometimes speak of a place called Isengard. They come from beyond Andrath, maybe as far as Dunland. It seems that what I have overheard, that they are rivals with some band called the Iron Crown, but I know even less of this.
What do you need?
This is dire news. I suppose it was too much to expect that it will all turn out to be some minor brigand leader's dreams of lordship. Well, I should not blame you for doing what I sent you to do, though it is a pity you did not return with better tidings. I think I know this next step of action, but it's a grim task that I will send you to perform.
Stay a moment.
Now listen here. I'm not going to invite the aid of these rangers out of the wild. The men of Bree are capable of defending their own lands from the threat they face, and we will not rely on strange folk for assistance. This information speaks of the captain who led the raid on Dogwood's farm and his current location. We have a chance to strike a telling blow against these brigands and find out more about them. It appears that their leader established a camp within a thick copse of trees behind the knoll to the west. The knoll in question is south of Dogwood's farm. Let's strike this blow for the men of Breeland. Sure. But first, there's ash. I see ash on my radar. Starting to get hungry. Today is spaghetti day. For those of you who don't follow along on Facebook and the like, I make red sauce about once every 2 weeks, and then you stash it in the freezer. Then you've got red sauce for spaghetti, lasagna, chicken and red sauce with Parmesan, garlic bread and salad. It's perfect wintertime food. And you gotta admit that when you're crafting in lotro, it tends to make you hungry. Alright, so it's that copse of woods. Looking for notes. Not going to be running away from me that quickly, Mr. Brigand. Not between my bear and I. Hang on. Did I not collect the notes? It says I did. Oh, I guess I just have to return them. I got a purple hammer. Hold that thought. Alright. Sharky has ordered that we immediately step up our activities around Bree. No traders must move without paying off our people, and all the farmers must give us all the food we need. Forget about guards and garrisons. They're nothing to us anymore. Let the constables huddle in Bree and arches so long as we own the roads and fields. Andreth is already ours. We will soon have all the land between here and our encampment at Brigand's Watch. Soon we will have all of Breeland in flames. And there's one more thing. The boss is interested in some hobbit named Baggins. Certain riders have been sniffing around asking for that name, and you should look out for it too. If you find any hobbit named Baggins, let me know at once.
How can I be of service?
Ah, we have them now. This information proves that this Sharky fellow is intent on establishing a strong foothold here in Breeland. It also tells us the largest encampment outside of the Vale of Andreth at a place west of here they called Brigand's Watch. The brigand captain there passes orders out to his lieutenants that come directly from Sharky. If we can get our hands on those notes.
Would you do something for me?
With your help, we draw ever closer to shutting out this upstart Sharky. We're closing in more and more on his location and the size of his force. We now know that the Brigand's Watch to the west of here in the foothills of Breeland is a staging ground for future assaults. The Brigand's captain hands out orders from Sharky himself to his lieutenants. Likely they are kept somewhere safe, in a lockbox or even on his person. We need those orders. Head to the Brigand's Watch and get them. I can do that. Oh, there's another quest now from Watcher Rosecane.
Could I speak with you a moment?
If you're going into the heart of the brigands' encampment here in Breeland, can you search for the goods they have stolen from the surrounding farms from shipments along the roadway? Sure, sweetheart. I can do that. You know, I kind of feel like maybe I need to... I can't remember if we have to go up into the camp for the dwarf. So let's just check on him first. Because if he ends up running me into the same direction, I'm not going to want to have to go back there 2 or 3 times. Ooh, got a sapphire shard. Hang on.
What can I do for you?
A stolen sword? Stolen from a dwarf? I don't know what you're talking about. Kenton mops his brow nervously. Yes, I admit I took it. Sorry, I'm spying on my wife too. Please don't tell the constable. Please. I did it to save my family. Family, not Samly. A brigand named Nate told me that he would hurt my family unless I made a sword for their Captain Blake, but I didn't have the iron to forge one, and I was desperate to save my family, so I took the sword. Nate said that he gave the sword to Blake. Said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test it against the workers. If you find him, maybe you can convince him to give it to you.
Why to take a moment of your time?
Well, we're going to need to be getting that back. Alright, there's no other quests around here. Let's go find Nate. That there is a nasty boar. Uh-oh, looks like Nate didn't make it. As you kneel to examine Nate, it is clear that he is quite dead. His hand grasps the hilt of a sword, but the blade is snapped off and is nowhere to be found. Leave me alone, Mr. Bear. Excuse me.
What do you need?
The blade broke and Nate's dead. Oh, this is bad. Very, very bad. What if Blake comes looking for the sword? Do you think Wilfar could make another if you explain the situation to him? I don't know. Dwarves are kind of prickly about stolen swords. Won't hurt to ask. Leave me alone, bear.
This is unthinkable.
He can't be serious. I'm already behind on other work, and now I must forge a new blade for Chief Watcher Grimbrier. Time is precious. Don't give it away for nothing, my father used to say.
Lofar cuts himself off, lost in thought for a moment, then continues.
I lost my father to the brigands a few years back. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Bah, give me that hilt. I must be going soft. I'll do it to keep his family safe, but he's gonna have to do something in exchange.
By Doran's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
I'll help that kitten Thistleway by forging another sword, but with two conditions. The first one is that if the brigand doesn't come around looking for a sword, I get it back. Second, Thistleway owes me a hand, does some of the simpler work I've got piling up around here while I forge the new blade.
Alright, well, I will relay that information and see what he says. Get ready to get your sweat on, young Mr. Kitten Thistleway. You're gonna have to work for your sword. Of
What
course,
can I do for you?
I'll do the work for the dwarf. Let me see what he said. All these can be repaired, but I don't have the materials. I hate to ask this, but can you help me gather what I need? For the helm, Foreman Roaston over there for a few straps. Alright, Bills will need some new leather, and I'll wager that some flawless hides from the boars near Bree will suffice. For the axe haft, I need something splendid to set in it. In the past, I've salvaged small gems from old trinkets that I found in the boar hollow to the east. There's a small mound of ruins there. It looks like barrow stones. Okay. So, first thing we need to do is talk to Foreman Rosethorn.
What is this world coming to?
Okay. And we're gonna go over to the boar hollow. Pretty sure there's boars down in the hollow to kill as well to get the hides that we need. Yep. Oh, that might not be good. This is gonna be fun. Okie dokie. Just need a couple more trinkets. Alright, there's the trinkets that I need. Time to ride, boldly ride. Oh, there's some ash. Priorities.
What can I do for you?
Ah, good you've returned. Here, give me those things. But while you're away, something terrible happened. Please, I need your help.
Stay a moment.
Blake, the brigand captain who wanted the sword, came and told me he knew Nate was dead, and that he knew I had something to do with it. I tried to tell him that I didn't, and that I'd have another sword for him soon, but he wouldn't listen. He said he's taken my daughter Maribel. If I don't give him another sword, and soon, he'll kill her. Please, you have to get the sword from Lothar then and go to Blake's camp. So, I'm so glad that I chose to do this quest chain before I ran over to the bandit camp, because sure enough, this quest chain is going to send me to the same bandit camp. So I would have had to go back there again. So, it's better to kill 3 or 4 birds with one stone. And I'm going great. And I can't remember how to pronounce Cyrillic anymore. I've been away from Bulgaria too long. Stalker Joe? I think is how you pronounce that. To the person in chat. Unless I just completely have forgotten how to pronounce things. It's been a long time since I've spoken any Cyrillic.
This is unthinkable.
Those accursed brigands took Thistleway's daughter? This is bad. The sword isn't ready now yet, and I know these types of fellows. They're not going to take no for an answer. They'll kill that girl. Alright, so she's over at that exact same camp. So, now one of those is a fellowship quest, so this is going... We're going to see. We are going to see if we can handle that quest on our own. Ooh, I got a second sapphire shard. Oh, I got a bear that wants to kill me. And I have a bear that will defend me. Woohoo! I made it to level 17 without dying. And I think that's the last title you get for not dying, I think. I don't remember if you get another one if you make it to 20. Oh my goodness, there's ash all over the place here. Excuse me. Now to get up there, I think I have to go up and around. Hold that thought. I need to spend a new point. Lesser Giant Eagle. Yes, please. So see, I remember back in the day, you had to grind legendary deeds to get the eagle pet, and you didn't get the eagle pet until you were in your like 40s or 50s. So it's a lot different now. I'm totally getting the eagle pet, and sorry, Mr. Bear, but for the moment, I think we're going to be switching over to the eagle. For the moment, we're going to see. Alright, now from here, we have to work our way up, right? Or do we have to go inside? I don't remember. It's here. We have to go up inside. Alright, I have to actually be careful in here. So pay attention and be careful. Alright. All your stolen goods belong to me. I'll do her last because it's an escort quest, as I recall. Bleed effect is rather nasty. I feel like I'm going to need to start focusing on hit points sooner rather than later with this guy, because I haven't had any power issues, but I'm definitely having hit point issues. So I need to switch over and start focusing on vitality gear. Alright, I need 3 more goods, and I need to search the brigand's captain's tent, which I believe is up here. Alright, stun him. And I feel like I should have cleared out all the bandits before I start the escort quest. 'Cause I feel like we might get overwhelmed, but we're gonna try it anyway and see what happens. We shall try it. See.
What do you need?
Oh, thank you. Okay. Yep. Alright. Oh, do we defend her in here? I don't remember. I think we do, maybe. Ah, we do. There's Blake. Quick, follow me. With Blake dead, we can make her escape. This is where she's gonna... And she's gonna be crazy. Oh, I'll be damned. I've already rescued her. Alright, well, let's boldly ride out of here. No need to fight if we can avoid it. And I feel like I've got enough ash wood that I can actually make it worth my while to go back to town and do some crafting. We'll see. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Greetings.
Oh, bless you. You've returned my daughter safe to me. You've done much for me, in more ways than you can know. While you were away, I busied myself with Lofar's work. I had to do something to keep myself from being overcome with worry, but no sooner had it finished than Lofar came to collect it, and he seemed quite pleased with it. He even admitted that it claimed close to dwarf work. He promised to send me more work in the future. Telimar, you've saved my family and given me hope for a brighter future. Well, you're welcome, sir. I'm gonna take that earring to replace the level. This is metalsmith, this is tailor, so that'll go to my brother. Medium hides will go to my brother. Light hides go to my brother. What are these? these metalsmiths. Okay. I'm gonna turn these things into the Watchers.
What can I do for you?
Alright, those are the supplies that I've returned. Now we're doing chief.
What can I do for you?
More ill news. Orcmen? Could this be? Sharky has a legion of half-orcs loyal and they sent it to Andrath. I have doomed my men.
Would you do something for me?
The Vale of Andrath is Breeland's gateway to the south. South Downs, Dunland, Isengard, the Gap of Rohan, all would be closed to Breeland if the brigands are not hindered. It's clear that Sharky is no mere brigand leader. He's employed half-breeds to fill his ranks, a wholly depraved act. I sent my men to watch the ruins at Andrath. I fear they may now be prisoners or worse. Please, head south beyond the Greenway Crossing, further beyond the Shadow of the Bowers, and seek my scouts Oakdale and Brittleleaf. Hopefully they will have found a safe place close to the ruins, likely on the eastern side. Alright, but before we do, we're gonna go do some crafting. Stop moving! Because I've got quite a few things that I can use. And at some point I need to log over and check my jeweler on this server from many years ago and see what I can make. I don't know if I have any ingredients on him though is the problem. Hold on. You have a quest. Kandak's
Hello there.
delay.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Okay, that's a high level quest, which we will save for later. Wait, did I run past the crafting guild? Crafting hall? No, I don't think I did. It's this place right here. Okay, whew. Thought I rode past it for a moment. Okay. We're going to go over here. Somebody has a kitty cat. I heard it. Alright. Thin ash board. Let's make all of those, please. So it's pretty cool. There's two big Mass Effect news pieces today. One was that they're doing the Mass Effect's remasters coming in the spring, and they also announced that they're working on the next Mass Effect game, which is huge. I can't wait for either one of those. Who has a kitty cat in here? I keep hearing somebody's kitty cat. Be careful, my eagle might eat it. Ooh, you know what? I can rename my pet, can I not? Rename. Ooh. Alan Thor. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if you could change the color on the pets. I kind of want to move the progress bar up. Now what I'd like to do is make crit versions of the level 20 gear. For my brother. But I could at least probably make these. Let's see here. Melee weapons, level 20. I'm not going to find a Journeyman's Woodworker's Journal, though. But I can at least make the purple versions of this, right? Okay. I made him the level 18 stuff the other day, so I can't do anything until I get to U. Which we're not there yet. What decorations can I make? Oh, that's for the wrong tier. Handbound journal. Scholar's small bentwood bookshelf. I want to make one of those for sure. Put it in my house. I don't know what it looks like, but handbound
Greetings.
journal. Scholar's small bentwood bookshelf. Well, we're making one. I mean, I don't know what it looks like yet, but we'll go put it in my house here in a bit. That's a large wall decoration. Sweet. Alright. Now, I can make some carvings for my brother's character and some hymns. Vitality, power... Vitality, power, shield, gambits. I don't know what he's gonna want. Let's do this one. Let's see if I can get a crit out of it. Nope. Let's try it again. I still didn't get a crit version. Says critical success. So that's it right there. Exceptional minor spear carving. 15 vitality, 38 maximum power, 4% reduced spear gambit power cost. Sweet. Well, guess what, Edgeldor the Hobbit? You've now got a couple of very sweet toys coming your way. Alright, I can also do these hymns. Runekeeper parchments. These are all like, yeah, I'm not going with this. Let's just make some shavings. Grind out the rest of my ash wood here. And And then we will move on to more quests. And at some point, probably not 20 minutes, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Go cook lunch. And I should probably open all these boxes and just go stuff this stuff in the bank. Because I have all these anniversary rewards. Why don't we do that now? Alright, here we go. I'm just opening stuff, which is going to give me a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not going to do anything with. I'm just going to stick it in my bank. Alright, what do I got here? I got Festive Azure Steed. Sure, we'll add it. Add those to my appearances. That's for the War Steed. We'll do that stuff later. Fireworks. Hooded Cloak of the Woodland Realm. No. Fireworks. Sleigh bell. Okay. It says, this special bell will celebrate your every victory. Why not? We'll equip it. 11Z's emote. Fireworks. Giant blue orb emote. Black steel keys, which are used for lockboxes. Shield, don't care about that. Fireworks. Azure party stuff. Festive Azure Cloak. Continued swiftness. Attack bonus. Battle potions of restoration, which I'll slot. The rest of this I can put in the bank. Alright, might as well go through Elrond's gifts as well. Wrapped horse whistle. I'll use it. I don't need it. Outfitting yourselves and others. That's a quest. I'm just going to keep opening these until I can't anymore. See what all it gives me. Alright, next one's level 20. So I got a whole bunch of stuff that... Tome of Defense... Navy Dies... Itemware Reduction... Slayer Deed Accelerator... Ooh, a painting! Definitely want that. That's going in the house. Enhanced XP... Save that for later. Buffs, potions, foods. So many things. All the things. Alright, let's send this off to my brother, and then we will go to the bank. And then we will continue questing. We're gonna send him recipes, wax, hides. Alright, where's the closest bank? Right up around the corner.
How can I be of service?
I don't remember this place being here when the game launched. I put them all in the main chest. Why am I put them in chest 7?
Did you need something?
No, I didn't. Can I sell
Good
things to
day.
you?
How may I help you?
I can. Not selling that. All right. What is this? Mysterious celebration pig. Don't care about it. There are cosmetic pets that I like. The pig is not one of them. There's some really cool owl pets and other pets that you can get. I've got one on my ranger I'll show everybody the next time I play my ranger character. Oh, and somebody asked the other day, what are my plans for this character? This is primarily, like I said, it's meant to support the hobbits that I'm playing, the hobbit character that I'm playing with my brother, those two hobbits on Mondays and Thursday nights. So really the only thing that I'm worried about is getting this character leveled up slightly ahead of them so that I can be making gear for those characters ahead of what they need. And then the rest of the time I'll be playing my ranger on the Wendrobel server to be showcasing the Rohan content and working on that. But this character, one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording all of the book quests. Starting with, I mean, we've got the very first, we're still in the prologue for Volume 1, so we haven't even gotten to the official Chapter 1 stuff yet. But I'm going to be recording all of those for YouTube. in between all the other stuff I'm doing on YouTube. Which I believe this afternoon this evening at 6 p.m. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock my time now, so the NBA 2K video already went out, but at 6 o'clock tonight I've got a video coming out on Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
What do you need?
Diving into who is the King Alfred character, King Alfred the Great. Alright, Grandpa, finally sent support? I've been wondering if you'd forgotten us. Alright, so we're gonna help these fellows out.
Stay a
Brigands and
moment.
half-orcs. Grembar was right to send us here, but we figured more support would arrive once he realized we could not submit reports. Your news of what is happening in the north makes it clear that the brigands are moving in with the caravans they let through. Okay, so we gotta take care of the brigands.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Also have to take care of Sharky's lieutenant.
Stay a moment.
Caravan goods.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Raiders and southern thieves.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alright. Gonna take a momentary AFK, ladies and gentlemen. Get lunch cooking. I will be back. Alright, water for pasta is going, so it's now time to keep working on quests, and then here in about 10 minutes I'm going to go check on the water and keep cooking lunch. Heating up some fan the flames. I guess you have to manually do that one. Heating up red sauce, making some garlic bread, etc., etc., etc. Oh, we already got one here. So this is for hold that thought. Fan the flames if burning embers. Ah, it's a fear spell. Very groovy. Yeah, knickerbockers. Might be more down by the water's edge. Oh, I didn't realize I had enter clicked. I was like, why is it not working? So I was entering chat commands. Alright, a couple more knickerbockers. Those are toasty. Oh, did I leave the be right back thing on? I did. Sorry. Because technically I was back for several minutes. Alright. Up there is going to be where the boss is, it looks like. Can't remember if he's down or up. Well, I don't see anybody down here. Well, I haven't found anything yet. Alright, I think I probably need to loot. I don't see anything. It's a supply crate. I do need to go check on my water very quickly, but let me run down here before I do that. Because I need to defeat the half-orc leader, who I'm 90% sure is down below. I'll do that, and then I'll check on my water. Alright, let's get out of here, up to the NPCs, and I gotta go check on my water and finish cooking lunch. Am I gonna be able to get up here from outside? I don't think so. It's worth a shot. Oh, bother. If you can chase me all the way up here, you can have me. Alright.
Greetings.
Diggerbriggers.
How can I be of service?
Hail the next caravan, finding their way through the gates. Dispatch of any brigands foolish enough to cross me, and speed these goods along to those in need. Good deal, Watcher Oakdale. The terrible acts I witnessed this creature perform will not leave me, but I may find restful sleep again knowing that you have brought his reign to an end. Oh, did I just ding 18? I just dinged 18, and that means something very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. I have a brand new staff to equip. And it's going to also be my cosmetic staff. I gotta unequip it really quick so I can get it into my cosmetic slot as well. Cosmetics, staff. Look at that. That is a proper gnarly staff. So very cool. And the stats aren't bad on it either, because I made that and I was able to get the crit version. So it's a hardened ash staff of fate. But that's a, you know, I like the gnarly looking stabs that look like, you know, they were hewn from, you know, wild, as opposed to the ones that have like the copper end caps, excuse me, or like the fun heads on them. I like Gandalf's staff, you know, it was a gnarly piece of wood with the, you know, his pipe could go into it at the top, and then it had the little crystal for light flares. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I like. That's the kind of Loremaster that I'm looking to recreate. So now, I need to get rid of those nasty gloves for sure. Because I haven't yet equipped. There's a few of my old items that I have not yet equipped yet. That's already on, that's already on. Which one is that? Time-worn bracers, time-worn cloak, time-worn shoulders, time-worn boots. Yep, and I need the time-worn gloves. Where did those just go? Oh, there they are, time-worn bracers. Shoulders, time-worn bracers. Okay, that's a little better. The only one I'm not showing is the helmet, because I don't need to show that. Okay. I just need to find a different cloak, is all I need to find for him. Alright, what else did I get? I got a couple of new abilities. Bane Flare, that's an AoE, which does a 15-second. Okay, that's gonna go there. What is this? Light of the Rising Dawn. It says 3-second stun. Okay. Brigands and half-orcs.
Greetings. How can I be of service?
I fear that my companion Watcher Oakdale is right. Bree cannot solve this problem alone.
Stay a
My
moment.
resolve will not falter, but logic bids me act quickly, and so I will. I need you to return to Chief Watcher Grimbriar with all haste, tell him what you've seen here, and implore him to see through his hatred of the Rangers. They may be our only ally, with which Breeland can rely upon in these dark times. This fortress is lost to us, but Oakdale and I will do what we can to stave the tide from spilling into Breeland before the citizens have been prepared. Alright, well, before I ride north, gotta go check on the pasta. Alright, north we go. Back to Grimbriar. Alright, we're almost back to Grimbrier, and probably when I come back from lunch, we're gonna actually work on the book quests, get those recorded.
What can I do for you?
Barrelleaf and Oakdale are no cowards, but I cannot heed their advice. The Rangers are a dangerous and wild lot, and do more harm in this land than good. I will not invite them into Breeland, where they will install themselves as our overlords as soon as this crisis is ended. No, there must be another way. I have received other news from within the bounds of Breeland, other citizens that need defense from this brigand menace. I would see you aid them before seeking the yoke of the Rangers.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Take the advice of my other watchers under careful consideration, but you must understand, however, that the Rangers are brutes in their own right, and have long been a menace along our borders. This guy knows nothing about the Rangers. This is so funny. Ask those in Trestlebridge and the farmlands of the North Downs, and you will see the same response to the Rangers. Not a single one of them can be trusted. As I said, there are others within Breeland who need assistance, and you have proven a valuable ally and more than capable combatant. I would have you visit one of these folk. Adso Haybank is a hobbit, building an inn along the great east road stretching between Bree and Buckland. He has sent a message that brigands are stealing his materials and threatening the lives of his workers. If you would, please visit him and see what can be done. I will continue to think on an alternate course of action. So that's to go to Adso's camp, and my timer is going off for the pasta, so I will be back momentarily. Alright. garlic bread going, and we might as well talk to Adso while we're here. Ash! Give me the ash! Actually, I don't think I'm going to go to Ansys. I think we're going to run back to Bree. And deal with the ashwood that I have in my inventory first. Those field bearers are annoying. Oh my goodness, though, I love my new staff. Look at that staff. That just looks so cool. Gnarly stick of wood. Now, if only I had a place to put my pipe on the top of it. I want to see. I never got into, like, cosmetic stuff, because when I played my Loremaster, it was launch, was when I played my Loremaster. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of interesting stabs I can find and make for this character. More stuff to send to my brother's character. Let's send these off to him first. Where's the mailbox? No hides at the moment. Nope. close to getting mastery of the journeyman. Forester. How many points do I need? 24 points. So I could make 3 of these. Let's buy 3 lumps of wax.
Greetings.
Alright, mastery of the journeyman. Now, woodworker, I've got a long way to go. See if we can get there or not with what I've made. If not, I'm going to be going back out again after I finish lunch, so... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it's time for me to go eat my lunch. So I will be back here in a bit. Stick around. When I get back, we're going to wrap up crafting and we're going to go do book quests. We're going to do epic quests. And follow the adventures of Aragorn throughout the Shire. So stick around for that. All right. Lunch has been consumed. It is now time to move on to the next part of the stream, which we're going to be doing, the book quest. Forgot to turn my video back on. Eyes here. Oh my goodness, get up the stairs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next part of this adventure. I'm going to be recording and showcasing all of the epic storylines from this first expansion, or the launch version of the Lord of the Rings Online. I think, to this day, I still think that the epic storylines, the epic quests in this game are the best of any game I've ever played. The writing is phenomenal. The way that they do the quests in terms of the scripted aspects of them and so on and so forth is incredibly well done. And it's a way for all characters and all players to follow in the footsteps of the Fellowship of the Ring and the characters that they know and love from hopefully the books as well as the movies, because this game does take more from the books than it does from the films. Obviously the films are amazing pieces of art and are meant to be enjoyed in every way, but the books are obviously the source material for this game. And that's one thing some people have talked about over the years, is that they don't like how much text dialogue is in this game. I love it. It's like reading a book, and the book quests in particular are some of the best done in the game, these epic quests. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. Now, I said earlier that all roads lead to Bree. It doesn't matter where you start, it doesn't matter what starting class you make in this game, you're all of those classes and starting areas are going to go through a prologue. All of those prologues lead to this one right here called Prologue, the one called Strider. You'll be asked to come to Breetown and seek out a ranger called Strider in the Prancing Pony, and you'll be asked to talk to Barlim Butterbur, which is what we are about to do here in this storyline. So follow along as we work on the epic book quest for the Lord of the Rings Online.
There's so much to do.
Who is that you're looking for? Ah, Strider, yes. Well, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go near that ranger out of the wild. He's a strange one. Not that he can't tell a rousing tale when he's of a mind. Well, that's clear to me. You've no mind to listen to me. Strider keeps to himself mostly. From the common room, turn left down the hall and keep on until you can only go right. Follow straight down that hall until you're at the foot of the stairs. Strider is on the room to the right of the stairs. Now, I've got prying guests to attend to, and no time to be chatting, if you know what I mean. It's just that busy.
One thing drives out another.
So now we're getting into the foreword. So many people coming and going these days. There's one guest, though, one I'd rather do without, but a coin keeps a room, and he comes with coin enough to pay a bill. Brooding sort, likes the darker corners of the inn and speaks to no one. Most people are a bit afeard of his ilk. Barliman lowers his voice. He's one of them rangers, he is. Calls himself Strider. So this is just depending on whether you've come here on your own or you actually had a prologue quest to get here. Either way, you're going to get pointed to Strider. And I always get turned around in these hallways, but this time I managed to get here quick enough on my own. The enemy is on the move. All should be prepared for dark days indeed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is Strider. Now, if you've never played this game before and you've never done the epic quest before, this is where the fun begins, because you're going to be interacting with characters from the films and movies and the books and TV shows coming up, other TV shows. We'll see. Anyways, you're going to be interacting with a lot of characters that are famous from Lord of the Rings, so strap in! We're going to have fun. Your tidings are grim. If Squorgrim escaped, then we can assume that he'll want vengeance. Given time, he and the Dower Hands will regroup. You are brave to stand against him, but I'm afraid we'll need use of your courage once again.
There was little time to waste.
Alright, here we are now on the official Book 1, Chapter 1. And the way the epic quests in this game work is that every volume, there's Volume 1, Volume 2, my Ranger character is in Volume 3, he's in Rohan right now at level 81. So right now we're in Volume 1, and we're doing Book 1, Chapter 1. There's multiple books per volume, multiple chapters per book. A lot of questing to dig through here. The Dowerhand's lord fled to Breeland after his defeat, and not by mere chance. I see the hand of the Captain of the Nine in all of these affairs, in the West, in the Shire, and in Breeland. We must unravel the thread of his plans, and I believe I know how. To the east of Bree there is a Bluckwold camp, which my men have been watching closely. A shadow has recently spread across the camp. I believe it is there that Amdir has gone, and this dwarf lord as well. There we must go, and there we must end Amdir's life, if he can still be called living. We will wait for nightfall, and then make our move against the Blackwolds. Speak with me again when you are ready to depart.
Are you ready to leave?
I am ready to leave. Come nightfall, we will move against the camp where Amdir and the dwarf lord have gone into hiding.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Blackwolds camp. But not all is as it seems.
There is evil afoot.
Can you feel the chill in the air? It is no natural cold, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here, but there is a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Langland and I will look for another way inside, while you and Torthan search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Breeland. It is time for us to act. Torthan, take Telimar with you and head to the main gate. Langland and I shall look for another entrance and press the attack from there. Yes, sir. Good. Langland, let us go. Alright, so they're off around the corner. And Torthan and I will be heading in the front gate.
Are you ready?
Come with me. It is time to deal with Amdir and these brigands. If Amdir escapes, it could spell doom for Middle-earth. Wait, someone is coming. Let us see who it is. What were those things? That dwarf has gone mad. Brigands, get them! I forgot I moved a new slot to that, or a new spell to that slot. Onwards, we must find Amdir, you crazy man. I can't wait till my Loremaster gets the ability to wield a sword along with his staff. Because then you really get that Gandalf feeling. Alright. If you need rest, then now is the time to steal your nerve.
Silently now.
Down
Darkness
there, in the
approaches.
southern corner of the camp, the source of the Black World's fear is there. Come! Let's see about this gate. Oh, it's torturing the Blackwold informant. No, no, stay away!
Ah, I found them after all. You are relieved of your obligations, Blackwold. Now to deal with you, Ranger. I have other business to deal with. My servants deal with you.
Mez the White.
Come, friend. This is not the end of our business here. I fear that foul dwarf is not the end of the evil here. It may be beyond this gate. Rest now, for we will need all our strength ahead.
Stay a moment.
Who was that dwarf, and what power has he to command wights? That the Black Balds were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where is Amdir? Do not lose your nerve.
Uh-oh. The Nazgul.
We're cowering in fear. Amdir is now a servant of the Great Eye. Amdir, take on the robes of the Kargul, the Forsworn. My lord, the Rangers approach with fire. The fools are too late. Amdir's change is nearly complete. Come, brethren, we must leave. Now is not the time for such a fight. We leave Amdir and these fools in your care, Elgin.
Yes, my lord.
Too late. I am Kargul. I serve the Great Eye.
Poor Amdir. Once a ranger of the north. No longer. I am sorry, Amdir. Be at peace.
It's a sorry day.
It is a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we were forced to slay Amdir, but a peace that he should now know peace. But a relief that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider, while I return to my camp.
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should tarry here no longer.
The Nazgul have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
The enemy is on the move. All should be prepared for dark days ahead.
Alas for Amdir.
It grieves my heart that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people will remember him as the man he once was. Good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgul have crossed the river and moved into Breeland just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you are able and willing, I may have another task for you. I am able and I am willing, and I'm going to take those gloves.
I have a task for you.
I am curious to know who the dwarf was you encountered at the Blackwoods camp. Dwarves are by nature honorable and cannot be dominated by the will of any. Why this one would serve the enemy, I cannot say. Worse yet is the appearance of the Nazgul. I must go to watch the East Road, for I am expecting some travelers, and now fear they may be in danger. Would you travel to Combe and speak to the constable there named Underhill? You may know him already, a stout little fellow who loiters about town centre. You may suggest to Underhill that he investigate the Blackwolves' old hideout. When that is done, return here with your report. Perchance I am not here? Assume the worst. Alright, so now we're off on to Chapter 2 of Book 1, To Aid the Constable.
What road did you take, Frodo? The ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
Now, back in the day, you did not automatically get transported like we just did. You used to have to actually work your way to Combe on foot. It's not that it's that far from Bree, but still.
What can I do for you?
How do you do?
Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? The Blackwolves have been broken and scattered, you say. This is good news for Combe. So this ranger, Strider, thinks we should investigate Skunkwood's old hideout. Well, now, I'm not so sure of that. It's not a safe place, I hear.
Please, stay a moment.
So because I was just saying, remember how back in the day you used to have to travel there? Book 1, Chapter 2 was about leaving Bree and making your way to Combe, and it would actually take you, a little bit of time. But in this case, right away we got transported here, finished the quest, and now we're on to Book 1, Chapter 3. By the way, as you get deeper into the book quests, these epic quests in Lord of the Rings Online, they are not all so short. They get longer and longer, and more epic and more epic as the quest line goes on, which you're going to see because I'm going to be recording all of these and sharing them here on YouTube. Well, I suppose you're right. I should make sure these Blackwolves aren't hiding in that cave of theirs again, mustering their strength, but I'll want some help. Will you travel with me to Skunkwood's old hideout? It's south of the guardhouse, at the northeast end of Staddle Pond, near Staddle Falls. If they are gathering there, I'll need help driving them out again. When you're ready, come back, and we'll go together to the old hideout.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Are you ready to go?
Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Blackwolves, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Goodness! This place is quiet as a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and leave, but I suppose we need to do a better job than that. All right, no use putting off what must be done. Come along, and make sure you have your blade at the ready in case we run into any trouble. Careful now, friend. All manner of things could be living here now. Eager breakers. Hold on a moment. I have the key right here. Let's press on. Oh, he's back there talking about what horrid creatures these are. Coming here may not have been such a good idea. Oh, someone's up ahead.
Fool, you should choose your friends more carefully. Amdo is just the beginning.
I hope that was the last of them. Let's press on. Quiet! I see something ahead. I have no idea how to crouch. Let's wait here a moment and see what happens.
This is your last chance. Swear fealty to Angmar once more.
Never!
Then die!
Ah! My lord, intruders!
What? Deal with them.
Oh dear! Check on that poor man. I'll follow that strange dwarf fellow.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You couldn't have come a moment earlier, could you? Before that dwarf stuck me through, maybe? Oh well, I suppose that's just the way of it. First it was that Eogan saying if that we pledged to Angmar we'd be made rich. When that all fell apart, a few of us decided we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some new fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch they were, but at least they didn't seem likely to go raising fell spirits or some such on us. Seems though Angmar didn't like the prospect of us leaving them. That dwarf came along and you see how that ended. Now I suppose the Blackwalds are at their end.
I've no idea how he escaped this place. We'll never follow him now.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that the strange dwarf escaped. How he got out of there is a mystery to me. From what you said of that brigand's tale, dwarf was the one we should have been worried about, not these Blackwalds. Well, I suppose the Blackwalds are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. There's not much more we can do here, though. You'd best take tidings back to your ranger friend in Bree.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
Good show indeed.
A lovely day, isn't it?
You sure show those Blackwall rascals what for.
Might I have a word with you?
What are you still doing here? Those Blackwalls are gone and likely for good. That strange dwarf might still be around, but I'll wager he went on somewhere a bit more interesting. You should take news to that friend Strider of yours at Breetown. If he sits you out here, he likely wants to know where we found. He'll probably be at the Prancing Pony. Those rangers sure like their beer, and the pony has the best. Thanks for your help, but there's no use worrying about brigands around here anymore. And once again, you did not used to get transported instantly back to Strider. Or at least back to the Prancing Pony.
We
You have
must move
returned,
quickly.
just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Breeland, but there is a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travelers I had been awaiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again. So this is where they start to blend a little bit of things that are unique to the game with things that are unique to the book, which I think is incredibly brilliant the way they've done the lore in this game, because they've taken what already exists and then kind of fleshed that out a little bit more, and it comes together very nicely.
I need your aid.
While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Langland? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path and are now here under my protection. Still, Langland may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. He camps on a rise just north of Buckland Gate and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay here overly long. Alright. Now this part they didn't take out the travel, so we actually have to go seek out Langland, who's quite a bit down the road. But it's all good because as we're riding out to him, we're going to harvest more materials. More ash wood. Could never have too much ash. Woo! I think we'll take this up to the point where we got to go to Bombadil's house, and then we will wrap it up there. And we'll continue the book quest another day. Alright, let's get out there. So we gotta go past Adso's camp, and he's up here on this hill. And it's a good thing I'm running this way because I had not grabbed the staple
Greetings.
yet. I actually have a quest to come to this quest hub. We'll do that later on. This is a aspect of the epic quests that everyone should get accustomed with if you haven't done the epic quest before, and that's going to be traveling all over the place. You're going to be doing a lot of traveling. And a lot of people have said that, for example, having a hunter or a hunter friend with you when you're doing the epic book quests can make your life extremely easier, because at this level it's not that big of a deal, but as you get deeper into the book quests, I'm just going to ignore that one because I don't want to have to get off my horse. As you get deeper into the epic quest line, you will have to start running around the whole world, and it can be a great use to be able to teleport. Now, if you don't have a teleport, if you are not a hunter or a class that can have some sort of teleportation, pretty much all of the races get a racial teleport. For example, hobbits can teleport back to Mickle Delving, humans can teleport back to Bree, elves can eventually teleport back to Rivendell. I would highly recommend that as you get those racial traits, that's an easier way to get around because there are fast travel options from those destinations which allow you to at least reduce your travel time, although you won't necessarily eliminate it altogether. But it's also, I love the world of Middle-earth, and I think that they've done a great job in Lord of the Rings Online, making everything look extremely beautiful. So I don't have a problem running around, and plus I'm always harvesting. So if you're someone like me who enjoys exploration and you're always harvesting and things of that nature, then it's not that big of a deal to have to run around and explore the game world as you run about and do these quests.
How can I be of service?
Aragorn has sent aid. Nazgul, 4 more were in Buckland. They rode swiftly to the east upon black steeds. I was foolish enough to stand in their way, and they ran me down. I will heal in time, but the riders have left a threat in their wake that must be dealt with. I must ask for your help.
Would you do something for me?
In the Black Riders' wake, Crebain have taken roost. They are not the common strain from Dunland, but a breed I have not seen before. Likely these foul creatures kept watch on Buckland and the Shire, or at the very least me, since they have taken to staring at me in the night. While the Crebain may see nothing of interest, the fact that the enemy has eyes here is dangerous. If we were to blind these eyes, the enemy would not be as sure in directing its efforts. If you would, dispose of this Crebain that roosts to the southwest just beyond my camp. Even killing one will go a long way to blinding the enemy.
Greetings.
Good, you have slain those foul birds. The enemy will not be nearly as sure in their efforts now. However, I still have need of your aid. I must ask that you do something in Buckland, as it was their horn call that alerted me to the presence of the Nazgul.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You say that Underhill is with Aragorn. I know of no Underhills. I was sent to watch over a hobbit named Baggins. I must assume that is whom Aragorn spoke of. That he is safe is welcome news, for my fears are somewhat allayed. It was late in the night when I heard the horn call of Buckland. Running to the road, I saw the Nazgul leaving Buckland at a gallop. I tried to stop them, but they ran me down. I feared they had already found Baggins. The 4 riders passed eastward towards Bree, but we may discover what they learned, if anything, at Baggins' home in Crick Hollow. It is a cottage surrounded by a high hedge almost directly southeast of the Buckland Gate. If you can learn anything there, return to me. What news you can bring me may help determine the movements of the Nazgul. And this is where it helps if you've read the books. If you're only familiar with the movies, not so much. But if you've read the books, then you know why Frodo had a home
in Buckland, and you'll know how he came about the home. There's a whole chapter dedicated to them getting to the home, taking a bath, having dinner with Fatty Bulger. It's a great chapter. It shows off hobbits, you know, the life of hobbits. So, we're on to Book 1, Chapter 7. Horn Call of Buckland. Here's Fredger Bolger, or else known as Fatty Bolger. What?
Goodness!
Who? I don't have it! Oh wait, you aren't one of those Black Riders. I must tell you that I haven't been so frightened in my life. Did they learn anything from me? Well, those riders came busting into the house, but I had already slipped out the back way. Not a thing did they get from me. When the sheriffs came, they made me tell them about Frodo and the others going off into the old forest, but I didn't say a thing about the enemy's ring. Oh dear, I mean, what is that? It sounds like crows. Over there. They sure are coming close. Oh no, more are coming. You did it! You didn't get all of them, though. Some flew off into the old forest. I hope they don't come back. So now I need to return to Langland and let him know that I defended Freddy Bulgar and tell him what Freddy told me. Oh, you know, while I'm here, I always forget. Need to go grab the horse. So that I can fast travel later on down the road.
How do you do?
I do just fine. Thank you very much.
What
The
do you
enemy's
mean?
ring! It is no wonder Aragorn was so secretive as to why the enemy was seeking Baggins. If the Cravain heard Fredger's words, the enemy will know for certain that the ring is no longer in the Shire, and all will be lost. Finding those birds in the old forest would not be a simple task. I would ask that you return to Aragorn and Bree, and seek his counsel on how to find these foul birds. This is where having a recall is incredibly useful. because we're going to go back to the Prancing Pony and not have to travel all the way back by horse.
You bring dire news.
This is dire news. While the 4 hobbits I was awaiting are safe for the moment, the protection Bree offers is fleeting at best. We must leave soon, and if the enemy's suspicions were confirmed by these Crevain, that what they seek is no longer in the Shire, our trip may be all the more perilous. Yet the old forest is a twisting labyrinth that can lead even the most experienced tracker astray. Finding these Crevain will not be easy.
Listen well.
Book 1, Chapter 8, Master of the Wood. There is one who could find these Crevain for us if we were to ask him for such aid. However, he may not see our worries as his. He is known by many peoples by old names. He is known by many peoples by many names. Of old, he was known as Orl to men, while to the dwarves he was simply Forn. The elves called him Irwain bin Adar, oldest and fatherless. However, in these days he is known as Tom Bombadil by those few who are aware of him. Look for old Bombadil's house, which lies at the far eastern end of the Withywindle, the river that flows through the old forest. He may help you if you seek him in my name, Aragorn. If you discover anything, I would ask that you address it as best you can. I wish I could help you in this task, but the safety of my charges comes before all else. So this obviously takes place book-wise after the hobbits had already left the old forest. They've already dealt with Tom Bombadil, they've already been through the old barrows. They've come to the Bree, they've been attacked, and Strider is watching over them here at the Prancing Pony, and we're being asked to go seek out and talk to Tom Bombadil. Now, I'm going to leave this session at that. So we very quickly went through the first 7 chapters of Book 1, but that's also because I was slightly over-leveled for the first quest, but we've already caught up to the first to this one, because this one's already level 18, and it's an even level quest. So we will be continuing on with the book quest later on during one of our next episodes, but for now, that's going to be a wrap. I hope everyone enjoyed this overview of the book quests and the epic storyline quests for the Lord of the Rings Online. Stick around because I'm going to be doing the entire series as I go through the adventure with this particular hobbit, as well as covering the quest lines for Rohan, which my hunter is going through. I believe the first episode for that goes up on Sunday. So stick around for all that. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for updates, and stick around for other videos as we go live and cover other games here on my YouTube channel. Thanks to everyone for following along. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you next time.